Factory design pattern. So in the factory design pattern, what we are going to see is in this, let's say we have one interface and a number. I number is an interface, and from that interface, what I've created two classes, class 1 and class 2. I can have many more classes here as well. Let's create one more class here, class 3, and here I'm going to inherit this I number interface here. So as we know, this interface is going to be a strong contract, so this is to be implemented, this method has to be implemented. So if you see specifically this print method in class 1, class 2 is showing like numbers 1 2, same way we are going to do it for the class number 3. So this is the class 3, and here I'm going to print a 3. So this is a simple demo purpose which I have created here, one interface, and there are three classes where the method which is declared inside interface as a print has been implemented in these three classes. So now when I want to access, I can create like I number and equals to new and a class 1, class 2, class 3 to access the specific methods here. With the help of factory design pattern, what we can do, we can create the objects when we require a specific class to be a specific method of that particular class to be accessed. So now to achieve this one, what we can do, we can create a factory method to initialize the object of these particular classes. So if you see, to know it, to access these classes, to identify these classes with the help of enums, to create a switch case also we can add these things into the enum as well. So this is number factory there, so I created a num, and that way we can access this one. Now for creation of a number factory, so this is going to be our number interface, so I declared as a null here, and in the method this I number is going to be a return type here. So because in the factory that object's going to create a dynamically based on the what enum getting passed into this create factory. So for creating factory we have switch cases. If num1, then initialize the object of one class, initialize the object of two class, and if it is another case of num.3, then this is going to be a creation of object, that is numbers equal number equals to a new 3. So how it is going to be called into the client code. So now this is the client code, we have to create object. Let's say how it's going to be create object here. First of all, declare the static enum and the number factory object here, and then now we are going to use here the arguments for this, because this is a console application, so we can access these args from the command line arguments, and for the runtime, for this compile time or while running to the Visual Studio, we can pass into the project properties. So how it is going to get the number? Simply, first of all, the number which is the argument which is getting passed, that is we are going to convert into the enum, and that enum we are going to pass to the create factory method. So number factory, the object of a number factory, and create a num, and that is going to be print. So if I am passing 1, it is going to print 1. If I am passing 2, it is going to be print a 2, because that object is getting created. So we'll compile and we'll see how it is going to run. So from this project properties, I'll pass here as a 1 first of all. So now run it. Sequentially how it is getting performed, let's see. So what I have passed as arguments, if I see here the arguments which is getting passed, so I can see the arguments, that is a 1 which I have passed. So in the enum.try pass, this is the out num, so that is going to be a 1. So this is going to be 1, and this number factory create factory num, so I'm passing this a num to this create factory. So when it is appearing as a 1, then from the switch case it is going to be there inside a particular switch case, and it is going to create a object of a 1, that is a object of this class 1. So after creation of object, what we are going to do, it is returning the object for the one. So this return type is a I number, and I number is interface which is implemented all these classes. So simply it will go here, and also it is getting call a print method. So where it is going to navigate, it is going to navigate inside a class one, because that is a return type, that is object of a one class. And here you can see this is going to be printer one.